guys. So I wanted to come and talk to y'all about my mindset, the awakenings that I've been having, and my understanding about my path, my life, and how things are going to work, and what God is doing for me. So what God has revealed to me is that I'm very different, and the way that I think and process things has always been different ever since I was younger. And that's why ever since I was a child, all the way up until this, where I am now, my adulthood, middle 20s, I still feel very misunderstood. I still feel like the black sheep of my family, because what God has revealed to me is that the way that I think is not like other people, right? And that's why my way of becoming successful is not like everyone else's, because the way that I think is not logical or practical. And in this 3D world, everything is logical and practical. This world is ran by masculine energy, and the way that I operate is not in my masculine energy. What I've learned is that I'm not good at, like, if a job wasn't right for me, or if I got an instinct in my body that said leave that job, I would leave that job quick as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Not cared about bills, nothing that come after, and none of that. I would just not do it. And that's not logical or practical at all. That's very much so, in this world, would be irresponsible. You get what I'm saying? But what I've learned is that I don't operate and think like how they do in this world. I operate and think like how I do in the spiritual. I'm really good at transforming everything from the inside out. I'm really good. I've mastered energy. I know how to alchemize energy. I know how to switch energy. So God said, Nazira, what you're doing in this world, you are walking in this world, and you are creating the desired life that you want through your energy. You're not, I'm not good at practicality and logic and all of that stuff, but I am really good at reading energy and believing in myself and believing that what I want is possible. And what God showed me is that, Nazira, that's exactly what I got you doing right now. Like, faith is exactly that. Faith is not logical or practical. When you have faith, you do things that does not make sense in this 3D world. And God's like, you are a master alchemist. I'm genuinely like a spiritual being having a human experience, and I remember that, and I know that, and I've always done. That's why this planet, this world, things they do, it does not make sense to me. Even when it comes to terms of love, like the love that I'm looking for, it's like I could never find it in this world. And so I'd be like so anxious. Like, I used to be so anxious to go back home, because I know this is not my home. I know I'm just here for an experience and to do a job. Like, I know I'm on a mission. At first I didn't understand, but now I understand. And I used to cry a lot, because I used to be like, I didn't want to be here. I just want to go home. Not saying that I didn't appreciate life, but I guess in a sense, I just wasn't happy here. Like, I genuinely used to crave and cry to go home, to go back to heaven, because I know where I come from and I know where I belong. And the love that they have here is not like the love that I have back at home. Like, at home, the love is like limitless. Like, the potential, the possibilities, everything is limitless. Like, there's no restrictions when I'm home. But being here in this world, God was like, this is your home now. For now, this is your new home. And so you have to learn how to live in this world. And, like, you're gonna have to learn how to make this world happy for you. And so what God has done is, God is showing me and helping me to become more like confident in my abilities and my powers in this world. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, being a spiritual being, having a human experience, and being taught, because you gotta remember, I only know what I was taught and what I was like conditioned into learning, and what's right to succeed and be successful in this world. But the older I'm getting, I'm having to, like, God is helping me break free from those limitations and that mindset of what you have to do in this world to be successful. You know what I mean? So, like, for example, right now, like, God has been teaching me that, Nazira, you always have what you need. You need to stop worrying so much about in the future. That's a human trait. Humans think about, oh, I need to work. I need to do this, because this bill was coming up. When in reality, God gave you exactly what you needed in this moment. Every time you needed something in that moment, it got taken care of. And that's how I'm living my life from now on. I'm expressing gratitude for having what I need in this moment. Like, I have money in my savings, but that money is for, like, it's like I'm being responsible, but I'm also living in the moment and not worrying about what I want and worried about what I need right now in this moment. So right now I have some savings in my savings account, but then I also have enough money in my check-ins where I can go get my nails and my toes done. And I told God, my nails and my toes is a part of my bills. The same way how we got to pay these bills, like, because I'm like, God, if I'm walking this mission for you, you know, people make the deal with the devils. I made a deal with God, right? And I told God, listen, this is my non-negotiables: my nails, my toes, my hair, on top of like the actual things that I need to survive in this world: food, making sure I have a roof over my head, bills, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But my non-negotiables for me was my nails and my toes. So I have enough money in my account right now where God said, okay, you got this money, put that money in your savings and save this money and go get your nails and your toes done. And I did other things with a little bit of money that he gave me extra to get my nails and my toes done or whatever, you know what I mean? And I still have enough to get my nails and my toes done, but the stuff that had came up, I had to use a little bit of that money that was, because I had over the amount of what I needed to get my nails and my toes done, but some things that came up and I had enough that I could take from my check-ins to pay for that. And now I still have enough to get my nails and toes done, but I'm on some stuff like, because something had came up before and I was like, I might have needed that extra money. Now I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to go get my nails and my toes done just in case an emergency come up. I got to have that money. And God's like, why are you thinking like that? You have enough money to get your nails and your toes done. I gave you the money specifically to get that done. So go get that done. It's almost like I'm not being grateful. Like, God always gives me what I need in that moment. God said, you asked for the money to get your nails and your toes done. You got the money, go get your nails and toes done. So why are you not getting it done? Go get it done. Okay? Because that's what you said you need to get done. I gave you the money for what you needed. Is there anything else you need? Okay, cool, to go get it done. And it's almost like God is also teaching me how to be confident at whatever I need. I do have enough for it. My main thing was, okay, I have rent coming up April 1st. I have rent, electric, Wi-Fi, all that good stuff, you know, my actual bills. And like I said, I'm working for myself. I don't have an actual job, but you know, what God is also teaching me is that like he is in control of my business. This is not my business, this is his business. So therefore he's going to bring me the customers and the clientele when I need it. And my thing is like, oh, my stuff is not selling right now. Okay, today is only March 10th. You still have the whole rest of this month to sell your stuff, to get your money to pay for your rent at April 1st. But your problem is that you're not staying in the moment. Don't you have everything that you need in this moment? You have food, you have clothes, I literally have everything that I need. And so God is making me sit in this moment and be grateful for what I have and live in it. Literally live in the moment. Stop being so far in the future and worry about what you need in the future. Worry about what you need right now. Don't you always have what you need when you need it? So what makes you think that you're not going to have your rent money when you need it? Do you need that money right now? Okay, so I'm not giving it to you right now. God is teaching me how God is like, I'm going to give you what you need when you need it. I'm not giving it to you when you want it. You only getting it because you only want it early because you want to feel secure, when you need to already just feel secure in the fact that God got you. You need to already feel secure in the fact that all of your needs are always met when they need to be met. You need to be secure in where you are in this present moment and stop. It's like you cannot you can't live too much in your past. You cannot live too much in your future before the now. Because when you literally look around at where you are right now, you are literally living in a prayer. You have everything that you need. There's nothing for you to be worried about. So why are you worried? You are worrying yourself and doing all this extra stuff because you trying to fill in the blanks when that's God's job. God fills in the blanks. Okay, what she say? He the blank filler. He's the blank filler. Okay, I need to go watch Latoya. I think that's her name here on YouTube. But this is what God is teaching me. Like every day he's making me get up and say my affirmations. Every day he's like, even when I'm sleeping, y'all, it's so repetitive in my sleep that I'm giving thanks. And the thing is, when I'm sleeping, I'm not really sleeping. I'm still up and aware of what's going on. Like I'm tossing, I'm turning, I'm hearing my thoughts. I'm hearing myself talking. I'm giving thanks. I'm consciously aware of what I'm talking about while I'm asleep. So it's like my body is resting, but my soul is still in training. My soul is still talking to me. My soul is still making me say my affirmations. My soul is still bringing me the clarity that I need. Let me know you are financially secure. Just because you don't see it in your account right now doesn't mean that it's not there. Everything that I'm doing is like from the inside. Y'all, literally when I say from the inside out, it's from the inside out. I don't know if anybody's going to relate to this. This is literally when I say my faith walk. God is making me literally walk by faith and trust and know that you are secure. The song that was chanting in my head when I first got up this morning is I got love on my side. I played it when I was in the shower. I don't even have to fight because God is love, okay? And I am love, and I gave love the permission to come into my body and live here. And yesterday they made me pull cards, and the cards was basically saying like how I surrender to love. I surrender to love's will, and I release the card was basically saying like, allow love to come in and help you to surrender what your attachments and what you thought it was going to be, and allow love Allow love to come in and do what they already had planned for you. And love to me is just God. You know what I mean? And so I'm surrendering to my attachment, surrendering to what I thought it was supposed to be like. And I'm allowing love to guide me and do what they had planned for me, because I got love on my side. Therefore, I don't have to fight. Okay? Because love is the end all be all. Love conquers all. And love is on my side. And whoever this is for, love could potentially and possibly be on your side too. If you're listening to this message for, if you're here listening to what I'm saying right now, 10 minutes in. But this is like what God is teaching me to do. God is teaching me to be grateful for having what I need, not for what I was expecting or what I want. It's not about what you want, it's about what you need. And once you show God that you can sit in the present moment and be grateful for what you have and what you needed, that's when he's going to start granting you your wants. You're always going to get what you want and what you need. But the main thing that God's going to start with is what you need. Because if you can't show him that you're not grateful for what you need, you always want, and you're never content with what you have, then it's like you still need to change your heart posture. You still need to work on where you are. It was like almost like God had to get me to the point where it was like, I'm at the point where I'm like, forget the bills. If I have it to pay the bills, then I have to pay the bills. If I don't, then I don't, and that's what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's almost like, and that's what I keep saying. It's almost when you release detachment, when you let go of what you want so bad, that is when it is fulfilled. So it's almost like God wants you to let go of your worry, let go of the bill. Like, if it's gonna get paid, God willing, if God wanted to be paid, it's going to be paid. If God don't want it to be paid, it ain't going to be paid, but it's all up to God. Because at the end of the day, God is the increase. God is the end all be all. God is the one that got me into the house. God is the one that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like God runs this whole community complex in which I live in. So if God wants me to be in this house and God wants me to be here and God wants my bills to be paid, it'll be paid. Okay? By his power, not by mine. Because what God does for me and the blessings that God does for me and the things that happen in my life, no man, no human hands, no physical being, no strength, no power, none of that can do it. Only by his spirit is that it could get done. You get what I'm saying? And when I think of that, when I say that, and when I feel that, it's not even just say it, I feel it in my spirit, because it's by God's spirit that a lot of these things it's by his spirit that I have the courage and the confidence to walk this path that he's telling me to walk. You feel what I'm saying? Because the spirit is within me and he is telling me to do it. And I trust myself and I trust this path that God is placing me on. And I had somebody comment on my video. She was like, if it's God's will, it's God's bill. Okay. Okay, and they say if there's a will, there's a way. So if I am willing to walk this path, then I know that God's going to show me the way, because if there is a will, there is a way. Okay, y'all? And if it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 when I looked on the clock, but whoever this is for, trust in your abilities to be able to create your desired life from the inside out. You are a spiritual being, have a human experience. Therefore, you are going to spiritually manifest the reality that you want. You don't have to do it. None of this 3D world, masculine energy, practicality, logically. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not saying that I'm being irresponsible. I do have what I need in my savings. I am putting stuff up just in case for emergency. But for the most part, if I don't have exactly that amount of what I need, I know that God is going to give it to me. Plus more. And because he promised me that. And one thing about it, God always wins. He is the end all be all. God is he's the one that always wins, and he's never forsake you or left you behind. God keeps his promises. So my main thing is that when I made that deal with God, I'm making sure that I'm standing on my promises and I'm doing my part. And another thing too, he's teaching me, when you do what you are told and you leave the rest to me. If I didn't tell you to worry about that bill, if I didn't tell you to do this, and this to get that money, why are you doing that, and that to get that money? When God tells you to move, he's going to tell you to move. When God needs you to do something, he's going to tell you to do it. But most of the time, a part of having God take care of you is being in a season of stillness. Not learning how to attract. Sit back. Resting and relaxing is a way of attracting and being in your feminine and spiritual energy. As a spiritual being, sometimes you have to just relax and allow the universe to do what it got to do to bring you what you need. You're not supposed to get up and attract it. You're not supposed to get up and chase it. You're supposed to just sit back, relax, and attract. Okay?